Wexford's purple heather banks, and its spurs push through the black turf bogs, shine out like amber lamps. In hallowed earth, beneath the shade of rocky mountain crest, the greatest gale of Wexford takes his last and lonely rest. The sunlight and the purple heat, proud colours that he wore, on many's the field of battle in the happy days of yore, when thousands by his deeds were thrilled as Wexford rose to fame, and Croke Park stands re-echoed loud with Nicky Rackard's name. 'Twas well they knew his giant frame, his deeds of strength they cheered, and his 21s like cannonballs the greatest gold men feared. His teammates spurred to heights not reached since distant 1910. Through hurling's hall of fame made Wexford's name ring out again. As the golden sun through black turf gleams, a beacon shining bright, for the spirit of Nicky Rackard set his native hills alight, and blazed a trail of glory to be followed evermore by the men who wore the black and amber jerseys from Rathmuir. Now they gave the young men dreams to dream, the old men tales to tell. To the youth he gave the Rackard League, their skills to nurture well. From Cork's steep hills to Antrim glens, from east to western shore, they knew the name and fame of Nicky Rackard from Rathmuir. Sleep on, brave soul, kind heart, be still, O gallant spirit, rest. For beneath the shade of Leinster is the land you love the best. While the golden sun lights up the purple heath and black turf moor, Nick Rackard's name will ever shine in Wexford forever more.
Well, Paddy, you like the present?
When I'm gone, I will not go alone, for others too will cross the sea to send their earnings home. Don't fret in winter's lonely hours, while I am far away. Remember that the darkest night may bring the brightest day. Oh, Slaney banks are fresh and green, a lark is in the sky. Come sit a while with me, my love, before we say goodbye. Last night I stood by Abbey Wall and mused on former days, when Wexford's stately sailing ships moved out along the quays. I thought of gallant men who died to put the tyrant down, and said a prayer where martyrs fell when Cromwell came to town. Oh, Slaney banks are fresh and green, a lark is in the sky. Come sit a while with me, my love, before we say goodbye. When disillusion sweeps the land and no one takes the blame, I know that better times will come, for nothing stays the same. I thought of gallant men who died, I miss that now. And we will meet again, my love, when right has conquered wrong, and here with pain and parting past, we'll sing the old song. Oh, Slaney banks are fresh and green, a lark is in the sky. Come sit a while with me, my love, this bow we let, and let the world go by.
Well there.
Banks a clear flowing stream that first I accosted that homely young dame, and in great confusion I did ask her name. Are you Flora Roche, the famed queen of Tyre? She answered, I'm neither, I am Síle either. Oh, go rhyming rogue, let my flocks wreck. Oh, go rhyming rogue, let my flocks graze in peace. You won't find among them the famed golden fleece. The dresses of Helen, that goddess of Greece, have hanged round your heart like a wad of desire. Me up to your spare band, Shelmalier. Oh, may I the torments of Tantalus bear, the sufferings of Sisyphus fall to my share. To the dark lands of Hades my soul be an heir, without linnet for song or a note on the lyre. If e'er I prove false to you, Shelmalier. Oh, if I had the wealth of the Orient store, the gems of Peru or the Mexican ore, or the hand of a Midas to form more nor bright bracelets of gold and of gleaming sapphire, I will robe you in splendor, my Shelmalier. Come on.
One night upon my rambles, 2 miles below Fairmine, I met a farmer's daughter all on the mountain side. I said, my pretty fair young maid, I'm glad to meet you here, all on this lonesome mountain, your beauty shines so clear. She said, young man, be stable, my company for stay, for 'tis to my good opinion, I fear you are some rage. If my parents they should come to know my life, they won't destroy, for the keeping of your company all on the mountain side. I said, my dear, I am no rain, brought up upon the strain, and I'm seeking for concealment all on the lonesome plain. Your beauty so enticed me, I could not it pass by, and it's with my gun I guard you all on the mountain high. Now her cherry cheeks and her ruby lips had lost the former dye, and she fainted into his arms all on the mountain side. Now they had not kissed the once nor twice, when she came through again, and with that she boldly asked him, pray tell to me your name. And perhaps you would answer me, perhaps you'll not be fine. I'll be in my castle, inquire for Mhíle. Sudden dark she followed him, his teeth the bright did shine, and he led her over the mountain, the slight ball ran her dying.
I think that's a bit high.
This time last year in the Roche I did go. I came from the Hook and I passed by Cool Road. I met with a farmer named Martin Caoch, going to town with a sample of barley. We stopped at Pat Sullivan's on the cross of Dunmain, there to see Mary and have a small drain. Inside was a woman named Jo Anna Kane, and she arguing with Catherine Carley. At the last fair in Ross, I was selling a foal to keep me in clothing, provisions and coal. Keep me in clothing, provisions and coal.
Move to amnesia.
This time. At the last fair in Ross, I was selling a foal to keep me in clothing, provisions and coal. I forget about it.
Co.Wexford, try another song from the show. A same show even.
I wouldn't happen to me that can back my
Oh, okay, that's a wrong. Go again, Barry.
Around the blazing fire there sat true men with hearts that tore. No glass was raised, few words were spoke, it was on the days of yore. Few words unto a fellow man or a comrade tried and true. They spoke of deeds their fathers had done, and deeds they hoped to do. Then by the fire an old man sat, with face as white as snow. Sat listening with a pensive eye till the tears began to flow. He heard them speak of the three rocks, New Ross and Vinegar Hill, and at that name of 98 with pride his heart did fill. Then from the hob a stone he drew, and from the hole he took a shining blade with spear-like head above a pointed hook, saying, "Boys, look on your father now, and in his hand you'll see a trusty pike of 98 that fought for liberty." For the three rocks I crossed them first in fight against the O's. At Outward next I turned its point against my country's foes. From Gory Town unto New Ross it flashed in every fray. Oh boys, that was a glorious fight, but oh, we lost the day. Now many and many the weary year has come and gone since then. Should I become a man once more, I would do the same again. Should I become a man once more, as young as one of ye, with my green coat and trusty pike, I'd fight for liberty. So then be true to Ireland's call, and never be dismayed. For another day like that will come when I am in my grave. Yes, another day like that will come, and when the fray begins, be through the doors of 98, and all Ireland boys will win.
One winter's day, long ago, when I was a little fellow, a piper wandered to our door, grey-haired, blind and yellow. And oh, how glad was my young heart, though earth and sky be dreary, to see the piper and his dog, poor Pinch and Caoch O'Leary. And when he stowed away his bag, cross-barred and green with yellow, I thought and said, in Ireland's ground there's not so fine a fellow. And Finian Burke and Sean McGee and Eily, Kate and Mary rushed in panting breath to see and welcome Caoch O'Leary. Ah, God be with those happy times, and God be with my childhood, when I bareheaded roamed all day, bird nesting in the wildwood. I'll ne'er forget those happy times, however years may vary. I'll ne'er forget my early friends, nor honest Caoch O'Leary. Poor Pinch and Caoch slept well that night, and in the morning early he called me up to hear him play the wind that shakes the barley. And then he stroked my flaxen hair and said, God mark my dearie. And how I wept when he said, farewell, and think of Caoch O'Leary. And seasons came and went, and still old Caoch was not forgotten, although we thought him dead and gone, and in his cold grave rotten. And often as I walked and talked with Eily, Kate and Mary, we thought of childhood's happy times and prayed for Caoch O'Leary. And 20 summers had gone by, and June's red sun was sinking. And I, a man, sat by my door of 20 sad things thinking. A little dog came up the way. His gait was slow and weary, and at his tail an old man limped. Sure 'twas Pinch and Caoch O'Leary. Ah, poor Caoch, oh how woe begone. His form is bowed and bending, his fleshless hands are thin and wan, and and time is even blending the colours in his threadbare bag, and Pinch is twice as hairy and thin spare as when first I saw himself and Caoch O'Leary. God's blessing here, the old man cried. Far, far be hell's black viper. Does anybody hereabouts remember Caoch the piper? With swelling heart I grasped his hand. The old man cried, and dearie, are you the silken-headed lad that loved poor Caoch O'Leary? Yes, yes, I cried. The old man wept as if his heart was breaking. And where, a Vic Muckery, he cried, is all the merry-making we found here 20 years ago? My tale, I sighed, might weary, enough to say, there's none but me to welcome Caoch O'Leary. Ah, woe, 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 the old man cried and wrung his hands in sorrow. Pray, let me in a Vic Muckery, and sure I'll go home tomorrow. My course is run. I'll calmly leave this earth so cold and dreary, and you can have me pipe and dog, and pray for Caoch O'Leary. With Pinch we watched his bed that night. Next day his wish was granted. He died, and Father James was brought, and the Requiem Mass was chanted. And the neighbours came, and we dug his grave near Eily, Kate and Mary. And there he sleeps his last sweet sleep. God rest you, Caoch O'Leary.
Fionnán Dagger Show Jimmy when Mhíle Sní Yoki Shewala Go Jori Shekur Jinti Snore Yoki Shewala They when you're Lord in the hole You doch Mhíle Shejimin Mhíle Stór The Mars Moadir Bijavarus Green Tam Shegyopi Keepiha Rochestown Rowestown and the old Bayesh Barley snow. Ach, we share wordlinger, share Jimmy Mhíle Stór. Oh, right,
In song for to mention, so listen a while. How mighty potential inside this essential, for to carry it with you, whatever your styles. For farming 'twas made, but 'twould suit any trade, and it comes in 3 colours of simple design. You can cut it to size when the need it arises. This mighty invention that all by the twine. It may be amusing to find me in choosing this subject I'm choosing in verse and in rhyme. I think the scandal with the wheel and the candle had no song to praise them since they were designed. They have talked about engines of great complications, and there are thousands of books on Professor Einstein, but I cannot relate to his complex equations. I'd rather be praising that old bind of twine. Oh, you have held on the builders of Egypt's great pyramids, how they struggled for ages on those steep inclines. Those rocks of great tonnage, should they shifted with courage, or they pushed them and shoved them till they were in line. That was the slaves done the labour all chained up together, But the weight of those chains should have must have been crying. But they would have worked faster if only their master had tied them together with light twine. Excuse my transgression, but I have been distressing. I have the confession, and it is no lie. Last year on the road between home and Liston, to me old fan belt get over and me wife she did sigh. Oh, the safer repairing does make complications. A good pair of tight shoes would do it just fine. But my wife didn't have hers on this sad occasion, so I had to replace it with the old binder twine. Another dimension of this great invention that was used as prevention by farmers for gates. And the cows they respected, and the cows they detected, and never will cross it for fear of their fate. Or for tying in a hound, or for swearing out ground, or for holding up trousers that are in decline. Such versatile uses are widely exclusive to that mighty invention they call twine.
Sunday, and that's harvest time to stand by my gate. When I was thinking about to change my state, when Barton putting past the road, 3 little girls from Star were out driving around the country in their inside car. And sure, they'd hardly reached me when the police started to kick. And sure, I had to go to the thief from paying them a treat. They all felt very grateful, but the sweetest smile might have came from the rose of world in or inside the car. Now the eldest girl was steering, and right pleasant was her face, and poor was Sarah's sister, and she's holding down her lace, and hid behind the collie knob, just like the morning star, peeping over the yellow sideboard of her inside car. Oh, bad shoes to that same pony, I was asking for a rose, putting back the carload full of girls, right straight across me toes, and who could think of pain or ache, and look at Molly married.
She's talking all.
What's for Lord? Talking for no.
Console
In
the
the
wind.
inside car. Oh, then I'd have a truck of sixpence for the driver's pleasant face, and I'd have a golden guinea for her sister with the lace, for I'd rob the bank of Wexford and the silver Mhíle just to drive the road away in her inside car.
Come on.
Bringing a paper hanger, so he went and let some paste. And with a roll of paper and lather on a brush, and with me mummy like done on in his in a rush. When father built the parlour, you wouldn't see him for paste. Slapping it here and dabbing it there, paste and paper everywhere. My mother was stuck to the ceiling, and all the children stuck to the floor. I never saw such a blooming family so to look before. All the pattern was blue roses, of leaves red, white and brown. But Pa hung the wrong way up, and now we all walk upside down. We're never going to move from this house anymore. Pa struck the chairs and the tables to the floor. We can't play our piano All those are broad and tall. It must be underneath the paper pasted on the walls. When Father came to the parlour, you wouldn't see him for paste, slapping the heel down there, pasting paper everywhere, and one stuck to the ceiling, and all the children were stuck to the floor, and they were sausage and blooming families all to love before. Oh, Pat went down the stairs with his brush and hanger's can. He spilled it on me sitting hidden there with her young man. He stuck them both together as we thought it'd be for life, and we had to bring a person in and make a man and wife. Pat trimmed the corners of the paper with his shears, but whispered underneath and Pat marched off his ears. When Pat came to the parlour, wouldn't see him for paste, slapping the heel down to there, pasting paper everywhere. My mother stuck to the ceiling, and all the children were stuck to the floor, and they were sausage and blooming families sauce to about before. Now, good luck.
Mother, you're on camera, come on.
She's ready. Don't interrupt her.
Bit of hustle.
Have blessed land from cold rainy to the moon, and all along by Slaney's bank there is many a shady new. It's hills and vales and flowery vales, it's beaches gay and grand, for the beauty of those counties, Duncan and Golden Strand. There is New Rochestown as Barley, well known in history. There is Glory and Whelan, and Rowestown by the sea. There's one cloudy near the mountains, where the scenery is so grand. Oh, the peak of all those places is Duncan and Golden Strand. There is Rochestown and Adamstown, to Mon and Ballymitty, and nearby City is its historic Boulevard. There is Ballyhag and Feathers, Salt Mills and Bagan for the strand of old Duncan shines golden in the sun. There is Owler Hill and Vinegar Hill, Sleep Hayestown and Sleep Hill, where the brave men died in days gone by to set old Ireland free. There is lots of pleasant places throughout our Wexford land, both for sun and air, none can compare with Duncan and Golden Strand. There is Tentrin and Dunbrody, Clonmines and Banobay, where the buried city once did stand, all busy, bright and gay. There is Kilmore Quay and Rosslare Bay, and Our Lady's Island Strand, both for pure delight, by day or night, give me Duncan and Strand.
vigil keep, the west asleep, the west for sleep. Alas and well may e'er weep, when Caoch lies in slumber deep. There they complain, smile fair and free, men rocks their guardian chivalry. Sing all its man their liberty, from crashing wind and the lashing sea. That chainless wave and lovely land, freedom and nation undemand. Be sure the great God never planned for slumbering slaves a home so grand. And alone proud the haughty race, honored and sentinels of place, sing all not ere their sons disgrace, and quite destroy their glory trace. For often in O'Connor's band, to triumph dash these Connacht and fleets dear the Norlands ran, through perilous pass and Arnhem. But later times saw deeds as brave, and the glory guard can return grave. Sing, oh, they die their land to save, at Auckland's slopes and Shannon's wave. And then all beside the vigil keep, the west asleep, the west asleep. Alas and well may e'er weep, when Caoch lies in slumber deep. But hark a voice like thunder speak, the west awake, the west awake. Sing, oh, England quake, we'll watch till then, forever and safe.
And the fight will go the moon shone down O'Connell Street. I stood alone where brave men perished. Those men have gone their God to meet. My only son was shot in Dublin, fighting for his country bold. He fought for Ireland and Ireland only. The harp and shamrock, green, white and gold. The first I met was a grey-haired father, searching for his only son. I said, old man, there's no use searching, for up to heaven your son has gone. The next I met was a dying rebel, bending low, I heard him say, I die. My only son was shot in Dublin, fighting for his country bold. He fought for Ireland and Ireland of the harp and shamrock, green, white, and gold.
Good, yeah.
Yes.
And in the little kitchen there, where the master wrote his songs, in memory of those who fought and died to redress our country's wrongs. Perchance you'll hear an echo there, the voice of Father John, or maybe the sound of the marching feet with young Kelly of Whelan. Stories of love and laughter too, from Haggard's heart and home, when Auntie sang haste to the wedding and waited for Auntie to come. He wrote of the threshing of barley, with the flashing of flails in the sun, and a greedy landlord waiting for rent when a hard day's work was done. And what about Cooney the tinker, forever in trouble and strife, who couldn't make a tin can in an hour to last you the rest of your life? In spirit you'll ride with MacNaeidhe when he travelled many miles, for the hall and home of a lovely wife from a house on the hill high. Tales of bravery, honour and pride, memories for one and all, are enshrined in the small thatched cottage of Paddy, P.J.McCall.
Hey there.
From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you are taking the sunshine that brightens our pathway a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the red river valley and the maiden who loved you so true. Will you think of the valley you're leaving? Oh, how lonely, how sad it would be. Will you think of the fond heart you're breaking and the grief you are causing to me? Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, for remember the red river valley and the maiden who loved you so true. When you go to your home by the ocean, may you never forget those sweet hours that we spent in the Red River Valley, and the love we exchanged with the flowers. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the maiden who loved you so true. There never will be such a longing in the heart of a young maiden's breast as there is in this heart you are breaking, as I wait in my home in the west. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley And that's when we come, if I ever see the sun of any length of time, I can call in my mind, for I never again will go down underground. Oh, I never again will go down underground.
Yes, no, I got that shit.
It's never in common.
She wants music. Yeah?
Too slow, too slow. Is that what's wrong with her?
I know as I have read. Near home, Ghadhra con rage is carvage the main odoir. Welcome slum, MacConfhaola just MacNaeidhe near main. Near Queerum, Queerum no Folche, oh, nothing by the shore. Oh no, the whole of my road, the hubris my it's all look a Willem Shapota, it's my soul, it are no need fear. Nar and our shiny after my hope, the Malabambo. Oh, a kitty na gaman na treg me shul fast the gazelle lum. Lam tan kille no sleve, no shabbos way born alone. The hippo singing on the sunset, who no sagar ta major lum. Smart. Rafael sing kangal in no channel marine.
My William sails on board the tender, and where he is I do not know. For 7 long years I've been constantly waiting since he crossed the Bay of Biscay. One night as Mary lay asleeping, a knock came to her bedroom door, saying, "Arise, arise, my dearest Mary, for to gain one glance of you, William Moore." Young Mary Rose put on her clothing and to the bedroom door did go, and there she spied her William standing, his two pale cheeks as white as snow. Oh, William dear, where are those blushes? Those blushes I knew long years ago. Oh, Mary dear, MacConfhaola has them. I am only the ghost of you, William Moe. Oh, Mary dear, the dawn is breaking. The time has come for me to go, and I must leave you all broken-hearted, on to cross the Bay of Biscay. Oh, had I but all the gold and silver, and all the money of Mexico, I would grant them all to the King of Heaven, for to bring me back my William Moe.
The red, red roses to carry up the morn, when first among the roses our happy love was born. Our happy love was born. Oh, day I do not hold thee. Oh, night I do not pray, that God will bless and guard thee forever, night and day, that God will bless and guard thee forever, night and day, forever, night and day. And when thou send the roses, this is what the roses said: there is no day without you, no night when thou art away, no night when thou art away. No day I do not love thee, no night I do not pray, that God will bless and guard thee forever, night and day, that God will bless and guard thee forever, night and day, forever, night and day.
Good.
Lovely.
My usual occupation is to wheel and tender for clay. Last year I turned the betting and I found it wouldn't pay. I run me down in Wexford Park, I run him in Ballystraw. The latter place he lost the race, he stopped to lick his paw. Bad luck to gambling, I'm in an awful fix. Out of 4.6 nations, all I have is 1 and 6. We go down to Shale or Teddy's and we'll have a glass of grog. We'll go home around Dunbrody singing Murphy's running down. I run him in Kilkenny and I run him in Tralee. He running in the Scotty and he running Carberry. He won the race in Thurles and he lost it in Athlone. And he might have run the race that day, but he stopped to lick a bone. Bad luck to gambling, I'm in the office. Out of 4.6, all I have is 1 and 6. We'll go down to Shale or Teddy's and we'll have a glass of grog. We'll go home around Dunbrody singing Murphy's running down. You hear him yell a mile away when he's in the slips. And when the hare he sees, he shakes his knees and then he smacks his lips. I think I'm pile about a mile, and if me doggy do not lose, his out will start from Matty Hearts and then go on the booze. We'll order 2 half barrels till we tapped upon the bridge. Upon the wall we'll sit and drink them all, from them we will not budge. Till we'll be elevated well with cherries, beer and grog, and we'll go home around Dunbrody singing Murphy's running down. So, Murphy's run, bad luck to gambling, I'm in an awful big south. 4.6 all I have is 1 and 6. We'll go down to Shale or Teddy's and we'll have a glass of grog. We'll go home around Dunbrody singing Murphy's running down. Now, and me Barney's been in the nailer, Manny's a race she runs. I'm in Rowestown and me Bob. It's the first time she has won. Mr. Barney out up the car and into Wexford we will jog. And every hair I do declare was picked up by his dog. So now I hope you're not offended with those verses written here. And I long to see the committee and stewards all well next year. Bring your children to Kilmarnock boys, and if the greyhound wins, we'll dance all night till clear daylight in castles of South
Rise on it now, Molly. Come on.
The fashions they are out today, they come out every season. They are so glorious to behold, and I can tell the reason. There's one came out the other day, he looked so nice and holy. It was a long and a short, most they called it taglione. When I went out the other day, I met a great disaster. I bought a pair of skating boots to be a skating master. When I went over upon the rise, it looked so nice and holy. The icy fence and down I went with me taglione. A lady that was passing by on me, she took passion. She said, draw your chair to the fire and be you're in the fashion. When I threw in beside the fire, it looked so nice and coney. She said, you want to find yourself, now start your taglione. When I went out the other day, the face was rough and stony. The leg it bent and down I went, I tore my taglione. Oh, Mary had a dog with her, she used to call him Pony. And every time I kissed that girl, he'd bite me taglione. When I get rich, I'll buy a tramp, a lovely tramp and pony. I'll hire a man
Right, Casey. Best of order now for Tom Casey.
Now, Molly, you corrupting this whole story. My name is Mick Breen, and I'm from Coonalleen, and I'm weary of this life. I'm sick in the head and a living dread since I took myself a wife. 'Twas that dirty old man called Blood-Nose Dan who caused me all this pain. I met him last week, the hairy old creep at the Horse Ferry Castle name. He was having a drink, the nasty old gink in the Slasher Moran's bar. His two red eyes seemed to hypnotize like a... Oh, shit.
Go on, one goes on a bar.
No, that's...
The Slasher's Moran's bar.
Lack of drinking things.
Two red eyes, he put his eyes. Like his eyes like hair like Walter's hair.
The nasty old thing, yeah. I met him last week, the hairy old creep in the Slasher Moran.
Go on. You look like a man that's living all alone. Go on, you pick it up.
Have it off.
That's for the implement, that's what it is.
No one on prompt.
Cheers, Cassie, come on. Go on, jump on a bit, sure. You can tell me that hair and arse is constantly just chatting on. Like a long
Don't get a run on it.
One. Pick up another fight.
Get a run on it, I can force straight through it. But stop me in the middle. Or ask me where I want.
No, go ahead again. Start off. You pick it up.
No, we're giving him a break and then come back. I know he does. That's why you can't think of it. Twas early, all in the spring, when all the farmers they were harrowing. I bought a Massey 65 with multi-power and light drive. I went out for hire with the morning light, but me grand big tractor gave me a fright. That high-speed gearbox was my downfall. Sure, I turned her over down by Knockengall. My grand new tractor in scrap was made, and not one green pound on her was paid. My aged father, he says to me, here comes your man from the ACC. As I was walking down Georgia Street, my own first cousin I chanced to meet. My own first cousin did me betray for 20 bales of old upland hay. I tried a new bank down on the quay for to get some money to pay my way. But the manager said with a big broad grin, you'll get nothing here for the state you're in. I hurried home for to get my coat and to hit Rowestown for to catch the boat. But I was arrested and to my grief brought up before Lanyon O'Keefe. Well, the judge he sent me to Owlmountjoy, and the truth I'll tell you, be you man or boy. From this until my dying day, from the Jew man's money I will stay away. I don't care if you have the line now, haven't you? Pick it up, come on.
He had two red eyes like great mince pies, and hair like molten tar. The nasty old thing kept rubbing his chin as he looked me up and down. "Be that," says he as he looked at me, "you're a stranger in this town. I can see you're a decent sort of a man, and a bachelor too, I loan. I can tell by the tear in the arse of your pants that you live all alone. Your coat and shirt is straight with dirt. Your shoes all caked with clay. You're a lucky man that Blood-o'-Nose Dan is here in this pub today." Now I looked at him in a kind of a trance as I drank me whiskey straight. His two red eyes seemed to hypnotise like a mongoose picking a snake. He drank his glass like a hungry ass, and then he threw me a horrible smile. He blew his nose as he came up close, and he says, "Listen here a while. I have a daughter called Mary Ann Kate. She's as pretty as new mown hay. She's straight in the leg and dark in the head and bright as a newborn day. She's willing and neat and mighty sweet, and she's the darling to my life. If you gives me £100 right now, you can make her your loving wife." Now I've always been a cautious kind of a man, and I've saved for the rainy day. But it's a lonesome old life without a good wife and no one to make the tea. Now Mary Ann Kate, so trim and neat, would fill the bill, no doubt. Like a hungry weed, he quivered with greed as I counted the money out. "Be at the church next Sunday, and be on time," says he. "I'll have the lovely Mary Ann Kate there waiting patiently. Her legs will be clean. She'll wear vanishing cream. She'll sluice her body down. You'll be the envy of every man from Listowel to Tralee Town." The altar shone in the morning sun as I stepped up to the rail. There I spied my vision of pure delight, all shrouded in a veil. "Will you take the starving girl and treasure her all your life? Like hares we sped to the bridal bed, myself and the lovely wife." Now I sat myself in the parlour chair when she went up to the room. Like a little boy who was feeling shy as I thought of the honeymoon. Like a heifer in pain she called my name, and the blood rushed to my head. Oh, passionate sin, you should see the thing that was sprawling in my bed. Her eyes they shone like burning coals as she raised a hairy paw. One lonesome tooth like a gooseberry root from beneath her hairy jaw. She drew me close, and her long red nose with passion began to pour. I gave a yell and ran like hell out of that bedroom door. May that hairy crater shiver and shake till the devil hears him shout. May the seagulls and crows peck at his nose and pull his eardrums out. May he choke with thirst. May his eyeballs burst. May his belly rack with pain for the dirty trick he played on poor me at the Horsefair Castle.
Right, Casey. Hold on.
You don't know where you are. Very hard on you.
When all the grenier is spun, Selura is scalping long. Reaching down, our varn slither the Ballymitty under sun. Oh, kill you, Colm, the entire Fionnán, the blows, the lovely, and does the glow. Miss Rowe, Master, Garvey, Ardisha, thanks for again, For the bells and Slaney are heroes mainly on back to back, and yours from Father Murphy and burns his body upon God grant you glory, brave Father Murphy, and open heaven to all your men. For the cause that calls you may call tomorrow in another fight for the green
We stayed until the folks came out and to be stopped. Then to a restaurant we went, the bells torn in the street. Oh, she said she wasn't hungry, but this is what she used. A dozen raw, a plate of slaw, a chicken and a roast, some sparrow breast and apple sass and a soft shell crab on toast. A beef hot stew, some crackers too, her appetite was immense. When she called for pie, I thought I'd die, I had only 50 pence. And she said she wasn't hungry, nor didn't care to eat. Now I got money in my clothes to feed, she can't be beat. She took it in so cozy, she had an awful time. She said she wasn't thirsty, but this is what she drank. A whiskey skin, a glass of gin, it made me shake with fear. Some ginger pop and rum on top, and a spoon or then of beer. A glass of ale, a gin cocktail, she ought to have more sense. When she asked for more, I fell on the floor, I had only 50 pence. And you may guess I was not hungry, or didn't care to eat, expecting every moment to be kicked out on the street. She said she'd bring her family around one day and we'd have fun. Then I gave the man the 50 pence, and this is what he done. He tore my clothes, he smashed my nose, he made me very sore. He gave me a prize, a pair of black eyes, and with me swept the floor. He held me where my clothes hung loose and threw me over a fence. Take my advice, don't try it twice if it won't.
and a bull shed up on the earth's a Twine hour. Stop please the moon or shake up the hallelujah, 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 and Poc Ar Buile, hallelujah, 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 and Poc Ar Buile. In the Coach, the Hayestown Tronona, the Soccer Rochestown, MacNaeidhe, Shadow Carbe on Bill, but Coyle should go and show more Poc Ar Buile, hallelujah, 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 and Poc Ar Buile, hallelujah, 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 and Poc Ar Buile.
Now, say you're stuck in heap of trouble, busting business, that's too much. No one cares to send it out to you. You don't care to send it a life. And hard luck has hope bereft you. Health is failing, we should die. Why? You have the sunshine left you, and the big blue sky. Sky so blue it makes you wonder if it's heaven shining through. Earth so smiling out there yonder, sun so bright it dazzles you. Birds are singing, flowers are fleeing, all their fragrance on the breeze. Dancing shadows, green still meadows, don't you mourn, we still got these. These are none can take them from you, these are none can wear them work. Yes, you're tired and broken feet. Why, you're rich, you got the earth. What? If you're a travelling tariffs, why the blue sky bells above, you've got really all that matters. You've got God, and God is love. Now.